when we went to Ingando, then I went, and when I went home, they had killed almost everybody I knew. They had destroyed the houses. I remember one family called, this guy who was our neighbor, they came and destroyed, killed everybody. A guy called the Kajumba and his entire family. They killed almost everybody. They destroyed completely in the house, and his in-laws. They went there and destroyed. So people in that region, in Ruhengeri, they were killed in caves. So when the RPF in 96, 97, 97 and 98 was killing Ruhengeri, in that campaign they call the panda tobacco, or plant the tobacco, people fled into the caves, like caves of Mbandama, Nyarugina, Musanze caves, and the other many caves, the Nyakinama caves. So the RPF came there and killed the people inside there, and they also destroyed the caves, so that the caves are no longer there. There are no evidence at all. So my father was in one cave, and with my siblings. Actually, the RPF came where they had fled into the caves with other people. Then they put the fire and the smoke, and they put the oil so that there is a smoke, and they put the sulfur into the cave so that the smoke could smoke them out. My dad actually, and my siblings actually didn't live long. And so that's how they killed the people in that region. And when you go around northern Rwanda, there are no people, older people of my age. All of them, they have been killed in Songamana. And that Songamana was led by General Kayumba Nyamwasa. So to come here and tell us that actually...
You're talking the same Nyamwasa who came in 1991. This is like 6-7 years later, right?
Nyamwasa has been killing Rwandans since the 90s or 91 in Ruhengeri, then in 96 in Congo, all the way in Congo, killing us all the way. Now in the 90s, 97 and 98 in Ruhengeri, is the one actually leading the campaign to wipe out all the Hutus in northern Rwanda, they plant tobacco. So if you go in that region, you cannot find people of my age or older, only babies who were born, who are in the 20s right now. Those are the people living there. Their parents were all killed. If you go there, people will tell you they cannot speak, but that's the truth. The truth is that the Ruhengeri and Gisenyi were supposed to be a tobacco plantation location that they wanted to establish in that region. So then people survived because some of them fled all the way to Congo, and then FDR also came and they launched the campaigns which showed that the RPF actually people, as the RPF continues killing people, more people were joining FDR. So until later, when after killing so many people in my family, my dad had over 27 kids because dad had many wives. I'm the only one remaining. If anyone has any evidence of anyone, I was even among the youngest because my mother is not the first wife or second or third. The children of the first wife, the second wife and third wife, they are not there. They were killed all by RPF. So my dad was killed by RPF by burning him into the caves, and my siblings, my immediate siblings, without talking about my staple siblings. So people have been killed, but no justice. So to cut the story short, then what the RPF does is that they release you, then they kill you outside. When the sessions start complaining about you, then they release you, then let you out. So we were released. This guy called, who was the guy in charge of Ingando? This guy, the politician who has been there during Habyarimana's regime.
Ruchagu.
So Shabu came and told us the story of how Kagame imprisoned him. And he was walking from Kigali on foot all the way Shorongi and somewhere. He went home on foot, and now he's in the government and working for government. So he started training us and brainwashing us. Then after brainwashing us, so went and when I arrived at home, they had destroyed completely our house. So I was living in this kind of makeshift next to our house. And then one day they came to kill me, and someone told me actually they will kill you because they don't want your story to go out. They know that they have done to you. You see how they have killed almost everybody in your family. These people will still kill you here now. They have a control over it. So someone helped me and organized me to go to Uganda, from Uganda to Kenya. So then I ended up in Kenya, in the refugee camp in Kenya. So actually,
wow. Yeah. Oh my God.
The night that they came to kill me, someone had told me I went and slept in Ndusu. From then I went all the way to Uganda.
Wow, what a journey it has been. But also, before we proceed, we just wanted to say sorry for your loss. You know, for your dad, your siblings, your whole family, everyone you've lost on the way. May they rest in peace. And I guess there's a lot to say about your journey, but I guess thank God for protecting you, and now you're here telling us your story, you know, testifying about how you survived. Yeah, and I guess fast forwarding, because the time is not on our side. Hold on, we're probably gonna we'll run a quick video before we try to end. Yeah, so I just wanted to, Claude, can you talk to us about this quick material we're going to share before we go towards the end, please?
Yeah, before we transition, Delphine, just in case there are people who may not believe what William is sharing, especially about the wiping out of people and killing people in the caves in northern Rwanda, we have a video. There's a video in the studio that actually shows Rwandan troops around those caves and what was happening at that time, including Rwanda's former Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Richard Sezibera, minimizing the atrocities, saying that only a handful of people that died in that place, that the RPF was responsible for those people. And of course, this is one of the dehumanizing tactics and techniques where the RPF, William talked about it, where he said, they refer to them as mass murderers, the Interahamwe, and now the minimizing of the killings of people, which was also done by another person who was also a former Minister of Foreign Affairs in Rwanda when the Kibeho massacre happened and the Congo massacres happened. His name is Anastase Gasana. So this is part and parcel of the RPF's game plan to cause confusion and misinformation. But here we go. We have the video showing what William just described.
Yeah, and also, Gatebuke, what I wanted to say, among that caves, actually, my uncle was taken from the pulpit in the Sabbath, near that cave, and we have never seen him. His name was Samuel Baziraki. People can go and research about him. He was picked from the church on that day where those scars were found in that cave.
Yes, if we can run the clip. Yes.
The way the report is written, it all comes out as if the government is actually killing people.
Hey, William,
which is wrong. So you go and find people who've been cut to death, you report that. You find others who are beaten by civilians, you report that. At the end of the day, you have 1,000 cases, and you say these are human rights violations. In the last human rights report published by the UN body, I think they could only attribute 10 killings, if I remember well, clearly to RPA. The others, they said, were unidentified, 100 and something. And the unidentified eventually come back to RPA in the minds of people. But everything else, room and oxygen and everything is fine.
I read somewhere that there was volcanic gas. Or was
Thank you for running that clip. William, if anybody did not believe what you were saying, they just saw it with their own eyes from cameras of the media. So let me just hand it back over to Delphine so we can proceed. Thank you for giving us the time to transition and also show that video, Delphine.
Thank you so much, Claude. And again,